Yo, what up, though? Tom Hopkins. You're now checked into a new episode of Sweet 1701. Click like and subscribe right here and check it out. Steady Rock, what you got?
Look here, Ty, man. Look here. We got this drink popping off. Mm-hmm. We got the cheat thing today, man. It's going down, man. So, it's got that Snoop gin in it. So, what you got?
You know, it is a G thing. It's a God thing. It's about Jesus.
There we go.
Okay.
Whoa.
Because Easter ain't about the bunny. But I got to say something with my chest because people like to play games and I ain't got time to be playing no games with none of these kids. Ain't no kiddie disco.
Okay. I remember every Easter Sunday used to be a live kiddie disco. Billy, take us out.
Ain't nothing but a G thing.
Yo, what up, though? Tom Hopkins checking into a new episode of Sweet 1701. And on the Fifth Avenue Furniture Couch tonight, it's my brother, Lee Master Spratling, better known as Mason Long, from the hit TV show Southwest High, streaming now on Tubi. Go check it out and make sure you click like and subscribe right here to Sweet 1701. You don't want to miss this one. Let's go.
Southwest!
Southwest!
Everybody wants to be on Sweet 1701.
What up, yo, Detroit, what's new? Sweet 1701, come through. Tom Hopkins, reintroduce yourself. This couldn't be done by no one else. Steady rock on the ones and twos. Cut sharp like Jalen Rose, hairline, ooh, yeah. Earl Flynn in my Pistons starter jacket. Got a fresh outfit with the Jimmy Smash. Zaza chose God over Joy Road. Must have keep the energy up in the fridge cold. Oh, got legends on the wall, man. Only sweet with legendary talk. Sweet 1701, put the D in the frame. Where the hustlers wear threads and the legends got game. Top talking Pistons while the city hit the blade. Old English D on the hat, can't forget the yay. BLS tapped in, scammer diamonds on the set. Counts rolling every quote, stitch fresh off the press. DR2 cut clean, no cap, Carter Vince. Every guest bring a thread that connect with success. The grind meets gloss, take it back to the roof. Bitches varsity talks from the kicks to the suits. Mic check from the stool, topics hot like a toast. It's more than a pod, it's the voice of the coach.
This is just not a podcast. This is a production. Let's go.
Everybody wants to be on Sweet 1701.
What up, dog? Welcome to another episode of our favorite show, your favorite show, Sweet 1701. Ty, what's good?
Thank God. What up, though? Welcome to the new episode of Sweet 1701. Make sure you click like and subscribe right here and follow us on our YouTube page. Steady Rock, what's going on?
What's good, man?
You tell me.
Oh, man, just had a busy weekend, man. Very, very, very busy weekend. So shout out to the Three Kings. Shout out to Demetrius Carrington. Shout out to Mario, Kelly, and Chief James Harris.
Happy birthday to all three of those
Yeah,
fellas.
the boys had their birthday this weekend party. It was pretty dope.
So it's Pisces season now, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
It's
okay.
official. Well,
Aries
no,
season.
we're moving
It's
on to
Aries
Aries
season?
now. Yep.
Aries.
I had to think
Aries.
about it. Like, wait a minute, no, it ain't Pisces. Yeah, it's Aries
For
season.
one, calm down. I'm sorry if I offend, ladies and gentlemen, if I offended any Aries, I apologize. Zah, what's good?
What up, though? New do, what it do? It's April and I ain't no fool. So
Who
what's
did
the
your
deal?
new do?
Shout out to Electrifying Beauty. Hey, Kanitra girl.
Give them a shout out. Where they located at?
So she's located in, what's that, Farmington? Right by Whole Foods. So, I went and got my little
About where?
fruit, Whole Foods. 'Cause
Oh,
I want some
okay. My
Whole
fault.
food, baby. I wanted to have full of protein and nutrients, and I need all the vitamin D.
Billy!
Is that a good market?
J, double ABC, 1, 2, 3.
Was that a good market?
Yes, it's a great market. I want to go
Okay.
down every single
Zah,
aisle.
what else you got going on?
Them two just
Well,
caught up in each
graduation
other.
is June 12th.
There we
from
go.
school.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, you get a round
I'm
of applause
excited
for
about
that.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Billy, what's the word?
What up, though? Back from Nashville, ate some barbecue, ate some pralines, and got a new spirit for our cocktail today.
Ooh.
Okay. Don't like how you said that.
I
But
want a
how
cocktail.
was Nashville? What did you do in Nashville?
I was down there for the Berkshire Hathaway convention, so it was a lot of fun, learned a lot of stuff, had a lot of fun on Broadway, and stopped by Snoop and Dre's new place, The Spot, and that's where I found our new spirit.
Okay.
Okay.
Right now.
Rico, pop out. You good?
Yes, sir.
What you got going on?
About to go to Miami, make the love come down.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Going to Miami.
Okay.
he said
gonna
he
be
gonna
on
make
the
the
Bro,
love
you
come
back.
down.
No, they can see you. They can hear you
We
and
can
see
see
you
it.
now. This is
Hold
all
on, pop
new
out,
and improved.
pop out a little bit wrong. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
There we
All
go. There we go.
Rome will be gone next week.
Right.
Darren, you good?
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Not much. Working, just chilling, and can't wait for Easter.
Easter. Let me ask you guys a question.
Uh-oh.
But first, I'll get into Easter in a second.
Okay.
We got a very special guest here,
We
right?
do.
Yeah, we do.
do.
I feel like it should be people blowing horns, you know, like burn, 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 burn.
Throwing money.
Like we have
Yeah.
Detroit royalty in the house.
He needs a star. He needs a star.
Well, I'm
needs
quite
a
sure
star.
you'll help him put a star down. Like,
Listen, I'm gonna figure out find a way to get him an alpaca or a star.
we give him alpaca.
Okay.
He does not. He deserves one.
He does.
We have in the house
Come on.
actor extraordinaire, right?
Yeah.
And that's not even a word.
It's not, but it's okay. I
extraordinary.
admit it.
Now it is.
Right?
It's
Oh, it's
it's
with you.
extraordinary.
That's
We
right.
ride with
That's
it.
how happy I am. You
We
know,
ride with
because y'all
Man.
deserve to clown me because what did he say? FOE.
He gonna keep bringing that up.
Listen.
L-I-W.
Remember
That's
that
why
one?
we got to extol there.
That's what it is.
But we have,
L-O-W.
we have someone that literally started Tubi, I think. Like he's Tubi king.
Oh, top 3 for sure.
Like-
he there.
for sure,
He
for
there.
Like, y'all better stop playing with this man.
We have from the hit series
Uh-huh.
number 1
That's right.
in the U.S.
U.S. United.
That's all of America.
All of them.
Not America.
America.
Yeah. All them states.
Streaming now.
Uh-huh.
After you watch this, go catch up and binge watch.
Yes.
The hottest series in America, Southwest High. We have Lee Master Spratling.
Hey.
Yeah.
You hear the soundtrack, man. Listen.
Shout out King Bethel.
Okay. King Bethel.
We gotta let that ride for a couple seconds because you gotta hear the hook. Here it goes.
Let's go. Southwest. Oh, let me open up my jacket.
Oh, I ain't like how you did that.
Let
It's
me
just like
open
you were
up my
trying to.
jacket.
Come on, open up your chest.
Let's go, Sandy.
Come on.
Okay.
I had to
Lee,
represent.
what's the word? Mr. Mason Long.
What's going on, my brother?
How you feeling, man?
I'm good.
It's been a long time coming, man. I'm honored. Like we are officially stamped right now.
Yeah.
We have Lee Master Spratling on the Fifth Avenue couch, y'all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, you know, I was around when this place was being built, so you know.
You saw it really from the ground up.
Yeah, I definitely did. So it's definitely a pleasure to be here, man.
So what's going on with you, man?
Hey, just working, living.
How do you feel how Southwest came out?
I feel like it was a beautiful thing. Everything around it, everything about it was beautiful. You know, Jalen Rose, you know, putting his touch on it.
Mhm.
All of the actors, just y'all actually putting Detroit actors on. You know what I mean, on something that we already knew was gonna be big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a blessing to be a part of it, and hey, I look forward to more seasons.
Well, you know what? That's what America is talking about here because they are pissed.
Yeah, they on your head. They are on
Living
your
right
head.
now.
They are pissed that way that we ended. Shout out to our brother Dennis Reed. They wrote a masterpiece, right? And I
Yeah.
told them they got a hard act to follow right now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go there. See, Rico comes out when I said that.
Man.
So it is a hard act to follow, right?
Okay.
Semester 2.
Yes.
But first, let's talk. Let me ask you a couple questions.
Talk to me.
When did it all started for you? When did you catch the acting bug?
I mean, I was already like real animated when
Okay.
I was younger. You know, I used to sing in the choir
You can sing?
in high school. Yeah, I sung. a
What's your
lot.
favorite song to sing?
Actually, I would have to say Drew Hill.
Come on.
What song?
Drew Hill.
With the bounce? Tell me.
Sleeping in my bed.
Calm down, Zai.
Hold on, hit a couple notes then, bro.
Not at all.
All right, we like to
He
put
gives
people on the
Cisco
spot.
vibes without
Not at
the
all.
silver
But-
hair.
No,
Dun, 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 dun,
I used to get a kick out of Cisco songs, so I think my voice matched his the most. So,
So that's the pitch
I
you
sang
have.
songs. Yeah, I sang songs that I know I can sing. I'm not just gonna sing anything.
That's
Okay.
a smart singer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what was the very first movie you starred in? Or was it a starring role? Did you get into the game as the top notch, or did you have to work your way up?
So definitely got in the game with an advantage.
Okay.
Because I was already, you know what I mean, somebody that was known in Detroit. So
Okay.
I think when they pulled me into the acting game, it was a popularity contest.
Okay.
So that's actually how I got in it, and I just developed my acting skills just being around a whole bunch of people that was doing it before me.
Right.
Good actors. I was just watching everybody, you know what I mean? Shout out to Velda.
I went to school with Velda.
Yeah. Sis was one of them, my cousin,
Oh, Villa
Lamar.
went to Meyer High?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah, she graduated summa cum laude.
Ooh.
Nah.
Now it's out 5. Go ahead.
Nah.
But I would
Hey,
have to
yours the
say
bridge. That ain't no-
the first movie that I starred in was True Law.
Okay.
True Law was actually, let me take it back a little further.
There's been so
'cause-
many, Lee.
No, really, I know these ones, but Jazar Richardson
Okay.
is going to kill me if I don't make this clear. I was actually in a movie that she had did. What was it called? Eyes Married Now, but it was like a short, quick cameo.
Got you.
So she always makes sure she stressed the point that I was in her movie first.
Come on.
And then I went to I crossed over from the stage plays and did True Law with
Okay.
Dennis Reed. Of course, Dennis, my brother, he
Yep.
put me on. He was the first person that actually saw something in me that I didn't even know I had.
Right.
You know, I was just silly. I got a kick out of acting
How many times you got yelled
and
at?
being silly.
You know, and Dennis getting his move. Lee, just act, Lee.
Honestly,
Talk, Lee.
Dennis don't really yell at me that much because he know I don't take it that serious. You know what I mean? He yells at everybody. Only time he yells at me is when he's trying to
Get another emotion.
no, when he's trying to show everybody else that he don't play. Because other than that, he don't yell at me. But if it's some people in the room
Oh,
that's
so you
not
like
doing,
Kay Cunningham then, huh?
yeah, so he cut in,
Okay.
he cut into me just so everybody else don't feel, you know what I mean, like he
Yeah.
picking on them. So
Yeah.
he'd cut
He
in.
call you later on, hey man, you know that really wasn't for you, man.
I ain't never take it serious. You know what I mean? You got to have thick skin to be acting
Yeah.
anyway. So
Yeah.
I mean,
1000%.
but yeah, everything he said to me was pretty much to make me better. So
So let me ask you a question. With the role of Mason Long, you had to play a teacher. So it's kind of like a twist on what you've been playing in acting, right? Sometimes the bad guy, sometimes, you know, what you are. How did this challenge you to be more like, you know what? I have to study someone because now I'm in education. Now I'm going to be around kids. Now I got to be that strict but cool teacher. Did you study anyone for this role?
actually, I did. I didn't. It wasn't really studying per se. It was
Okay.
more so memory recall from a high school, not a high school, but a middle school teacher of mine.
Shout your middle school out. Where'd you
Yeah,
go?
I used to go to Rudderman High School.
Okay.
Rudderman.
Of course, I graduated from Rudderman. They're no longer standing now, but Mr. Franklin,
Okay.
my middle school teacher.
Give it up one time for Mr. Franklin there.
Yeah. And actually, I haven't seen Mr. Franklin, or I have no idea where he is now. If he happens to watch this, I would love to reconnect with him. But Mr. Franklin was a big part of my middle school growing up.
That's dope.
So he was just one of those strict. I ain't gonna say strict because he was real cool and down to earth, but he was a father figure. Like he
Okay.
was stern. He was a what can I say? He was a
Example.
example.
Yeah.
Or a
Great word.
disciplinary.
He was a good
Yeah.
example.
See,
Def-
America, I can't say
Yeah.
the big words.
So Mr. Franklin is the actual teacher that I thought of when I was actually studying for my character and trying to create a character that I haven't did.
Okay.
And Mr. Franklin was like the perfect person for me to think of because Mason Long in Southwest High is actually one of those characters. He cares about the kids. He cares about the school. I mean, he just cares about our community in a whole. So one of the biggest things that I took from Mr. Franklin was giving our kids a chance. You know what I mean? And somebody actually believing in them. You know what I mean? So that was a big thing for me. So yeah, shout out to Mr. Franklin, man. I'd love to reconnect with him if I ever could find him again. But
That's dope.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, and then I'll open it up for everybody to talk as well too. Your dream role. What would your dream role be? Because you played so many. You played.
Actually, shoot, a superhero.
Okay.
I'm such a kid at heart. I would love to
Who's
play
your
a
favorite
superhero.
superhero?
I got a handful of them, but I would have to say Superman, of
Okay.
course.
Okay.
You know, the which one? What was the actor that played Superman?
Christopher Reeves?
No, not
original?
not the old ones, the newer one.
Christian Bale? No, Christian Bale played Batman.
What's the newer?
I bet-
He's in the Avengers movie, basically. Not the Avengers, but Marvel
Okay.
with all of them. But yeah, I would say the Superman character because he was badass.
Okay.
Even when they resurrected him and brought him back, and couldn't nobody touch him, the Flash, none of them. So I would say Superman, definitely.
It's dope.
Zaha.
They was all scared of him.
Yeah.
That's dope.
What you got? What you got over here for
over there
Lee
cracking up.
Master Spratleen? Make sure
First
you
of
say
all,
it
there's
right.
so much happening. It's like Rico, it
Yeah,
reminds
this
me of
like the
Bruh
crib.
Man
Nah,
from the
it's
fifth
like-
floor of Martin. He just, excuse me, I'm just coming to get assignment. Like, Bruh Man, when was you in my shower, bro? But anyway, Lee Master, my co-star.
What's up, sis?
So, first off, working alongside such an amazing actor like yourself can be intimidating for a new actor coming in because you are,
Really?
yes, because you are like so phenomenal at what you do. And I could call you a cat because you got 9 lives. You done lived about 9 different lives, Lee Master.
Man, so many.
But the one that I do want to talk about the most is the one that I know that you care about the most, and that's being a dad.
Of course.
You're
of
your
course.
children's superhero.
Yeah.
How do you balance that work, being the star to everybody else and just being old dad to your family?
Shoot, everything I do is basically to make my family proud, my kids, you know what I mean?
Shout them out if you want
yeah,
to.
definitely. Shout out to my junior, Lee Master Jr. That's my that's my sidekick. He basically just like me. And my daughter, my oldest daughter, Miley Spratling. Oh man, she's adventurous. She do it all. So she got her dad in her too. And then my baby girl, Haley Love. She's 2 years old. And I would say that was the blessing that I didn't know I needed. You know what I mean? Keeps me grounded, keeps me focused. You know what I mean? I would say my kids all keep me grounded and keep me focused because without them, ain't no telling what I would be doing.
It's
know
a
what I
lot
mean?
of it's a lot of dads that don't know how to balance, being a dad, going after their career, doing the things that they love. What advice would you give to men that are watching, that think, oh, I just got to work at this factory job or I just got to do this to make ends meet and not really follow my dreams, to follow the things that's in their heart? What advice would you give to those men and moms too?
I would just say, clock is ticking. You know what I mean? So don't waste time. I mean, we're not gonna be here forever. You know what I mean? So you definitely want to make the most out of your life while you're here. And I would say focus. After a certain age, you got to start thinking further on down the line. I definitely got to shout out my wife. My wife is my partner, and I would say that's some good advice. If you got somebody that's a ride or die, you know what I mean, business partner, best friend, you know what I mean, support everything I do, you know what I mean. If I do this, she's gonna go do this just to make sure she can help me with this, you know what I mean. So find you a good partner, you know what I mean. So I would say my wife helps me balance a lot of that, and yeah, just don't hold back. What they say, just if you're ever thinking about doing something, go ahead and do it because the longer you wait, the less that you're gonna do. You know what I mean? So
That's deep.
Listen, you've been balancing a lot, and shout out to your wife didn't help you balance now, but you was balancing before she came around. Now, how was you able to handle the life before the wife? And now that the wife is in the life, how are you transitioning with this new world? Because you lived another world.
yeah, I mean, I would say it's I mean, that world was basically easy to me. It was second nature, you know what I
Okay.
mean? So I mean, just coming from the club life and just being able to do whatever I wanted to do, that can be a little dangerous. You know what I mean? After a while, you know what I mean? So
When you say
I was
dangerous, what you mean?
dangerous, just, you know what I mean? Being at the wrong place at the wrong time, you know
Big
what I mean?
facts.
Crazy people, you know what I mean? You got stalkers, you just have all type of crazy stuff going on in the world. And I wanted to preserve my life so I can be here for my kids.
Amen.
You know what I mean? So I would say it wasn't that hard balancing it because I was just one of them type of guys, you know what I mean? Very confident, you know what I mean? And
So now that you're, wifed up,
mhm.
your fans didn't leave. They
Oh.
transitioned and they
Yeah.
expanded,
Mhm.
right? And you moved to a different type of stage. So how are you handling those fans?
I would say these fans ain't got nothing on my fans from back in the day. So maybe I could say that was prep. I was
Okay.
prepped through it. So I was used to that type of attention. I was used to, you know what I mean? I'm a
Yeah.
people person anyway. So I talk to everybody. A lot of people ask me all the time, like, oh man, how you deal with people always running up trying to take a picture? You don't get tired of that? Like, no.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
a people person. I'm doing this for y'all.
Right,
So why
right.
wouldn't I show the love? You
Come
know?
on.
So everywhere I go, I tell people it's all love. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they be like, oh man, I hope I ain't. Look, it's all love. Come on, you want to take a picture? What you want to do? You know what I mean? So I'm
That's
not.
dope.
I still don't feel like how everybody make me out to be. I still don't feel that. You know what I mean? So I appreciate the compliments, the validation, the love, all of that good stuff, but I just feel like me. You know what I mean? And my kids remind me every day that, yeah, you're just dad. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Even when people running up while I'm with my kids, like, oh my God, you such and such, you know, and then
Oh, but your
and then
family
I-
gonna say, yeah, that's just
yeah, yeah, that's just, they used to it by now.
Yeah.
No, I get
You
it.
know what I
'cause
mean?
my-
Like, my daughter, she definitely
Yeah.
gets a kick out of it because she'll tell you in a minute, like, oh, I done met so many famous people just because of my dad. So
Yeah.
I appreciate being able to give them things and show them things that some fathers might not be able to. So I got some advantages, and yeah, I spread it through my family and my kids. You know?
Yeah, I definitely get that because my kids and grandkids think I'm the corniest person ever.
Man, all the
I'd be
time,
like,
they some
what?
haters, and I'd be like, man, you better ask about me, son. What you talking about?
Steady, what you got?
Now, I just want to, when you spoke Mr. Franklin,
Mm.
and it made me think, just my scenario, when I was in high school, dance teacher. So long story short, my brother had a 1 to 7, I had a 1 to 5. So I was real smart in school, but I was a class clown, basically. And I never forget, it was one day in health, and I used to pass all my tests and just cut up in class. I mean, like literally cut up. And Miss Jewett, Nancy Jewett, may she rest in peace, she passed away this past, I think in December. And she pulled me to the side. She said, you know what? You have a very bright future. She was like, use your gift. You don't have to be clowning all that. You too smart for all that. So my question is, with Mr. Franklin, was he kind of like that person that when he talked to you and you really listened and took it in, that kind of changed your life? And like you look at the perspective of your life, like
Now,
always.
before you answer that question, we're not gonna let this slide
What?
because you said you're a dance teacher.
No, I said she was a dance teacher.
Oh, I thought she
So-
said.
He
so-
said his
so-
dance
He
teacher.
said his dance
Well,
teacher.
I had her for health. She was a dance. Well, the reason why I
What
say
kind of
my
dance? Come
dance
on,
teacher.
Plie.
No, let me
Okay.
clear it up.
It's okay. It's
So-
okay.
so-
But-
so-
Show us some moves.
I'm
Show
gonna
us
clear it
some
up.
moves.
Hold on,
no.
before you even go there, I used to modern dance in high school as
See?
well.
Okay, so now you got a partner.
So-
Let's
so-
see.
let me
together.
clear it up.
No,
Let's
no,
see what
no,
y'all can
no,
do.
Definitely not no partners.
Right.
Sequence.
My
Exactly.
routine, my
Exactly.
routine
Here we go.
when I did
Come
my
on, guys.
dance in high school,
So
it was basically so we could dance with the girls.
exactly. So I'm gonna clear it up. So when I say my brother had a 1 to 7, no, he had a 1 to 8 actually. So he was there all day. I had a 1 to 5, and actually wound up in my senior year had a 1 to 4 because I didn't have to attend econ anymore. So she taught dance and health. So Miss Jewett was like, you know, instead of you going home, I know you want to wait for your brother. Come and hang out for 3 hours in dance class. I was cool with that. Now, a lot of guys were jealous of me because they're like, why he get to sit there? And
Exactly.
I used to sit right next to Mr. Dixon, who played the piano. Used to sit right
Mr.
next
who?
to him while the girls dance
I want to sit next to Mr. Dixon.
Oh my God.
with an X, not a CK.
X marks the spot.
So yeah, so
yeah.
she was just so inspirational in my life because she turned me around, and I'm like, you know what? I was like, because I nigga Rico, boy.
Yeah, I know. She turned you around.
She did what? She
Turned you
turned
around.
my
She
life
what?
around.
I
So
bet. I bet.
anyway, Lee Master, you know, see, this is what happens when
So that was your Mr. Freeman. No, I'm playing. Go ahead.
Listen, okay. Somebody
Hey,
needs to watch
at
Southwest.
least it was a woman.
Listen.
No, so
What
anyway,
do
as
you
I was
mean?
saying, but no, yeah, so she just, she just guided me in the right way, man. And I use my intelligence. I realized, like,
And your
she
moves.
right. Like, I'm smart. I pass all my tests. I do all my work. I'm not failing no classes. Then I realized, I only got a 1 to 4. So it just made me put everything into my DJing, and it made me realize, okay, no more class clown, learn as much as you can. And that's what I did. So, and for you to take what Mr. Franklin gave you and now to portray a teacher, I just think that's an incredible thing, my brother. For real.
It definitely was the first teacher that I thought of once I read the script and got my role.
That's what's up.
And actually, we was cutting up a little bit back in middle school. So it was, the thing I remember about Mr. Franklin is it was an all boys class. We was the only all boys class in school. You know what I mean? And they did that because it was getting bad. I was pissed that they put me in this class because I was like, I'm not that bad. You know what I mean? But they put me in this class, and it was all boys class, and we was all class clowns, and we was always fooling, and kids was always fighting and doing stupid stuff like that. And Mr. Franklin would always come up with ways to change our mentality and our attitude and make it funner. So I remember we came into class one time. We used to always be, you know what I mean, roasting each other and talking about each other, and kids would end up fighting. So Mr. Franklin took it upon himself. He put a podium in front of the classroom, and he said, since y'all like roasting and talking and stuff, let's make fun. Let's have fun with it. Let's make it a dozens. You know what I mean? See who could crack the best jokes and this and
he was
that,
a
yada,
cool
yada,
teacher.
yada.
Oh, so he was the first wilding out.
Yeah, he let us
Okay.
come up and we cracked jokes on each other, and even when they cracked jokes on you, you would laugh because it was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He made it fun, you know what I mean? As opposed to you crack a joke, now I'm ready to hit you or fight
Yeah.
you or something like that.
Right.
So everything he did was to make us, you know what I mean, love each other and look at each other like brothers instead of strangers in the street or just black kids fighting each other, you know what I mean?
Better
So he
environment.
was real strong on that, and yeah, he actually made me straighten up a lot, you know what I mean?
That's what's
So,
up.
yeah.
So for you, did acting come natural, or did you wind up having to take classes to enhance it, or?
I think that my life experiences, a lot of things that I went through, you know what I mean? I was always putting on an act, you know what I mean? So different things that I did, you know what I mean, in the club, you know what I mean? I was pretending like I liked certain people, you know what I mean? So it was
So it's
I
natural.
was good at putting up a facade. So when I actually got into it, of course I was fresh and new to it, but I was one of them type of guys that my image meant everything to me. So whatever you put me in, I'm going to work hard at it because I don't want to look bad. And Dennis will tell you that in a minute. When he put me in my first play, he gave me a leading role, and I was like, whoa, what are you doing? I never did this before. And he was like, yeah, but you got a reputation to hold, don't you? So you're going to do what you got to do to make sure you don't look stupid. And he was exactly correct. So whether I was around on practice sets, just
Now, what play was that?
the first play was He Said, She Said.
Okay.
He Said, She Said, that we turned into a movie. And that was actually the first play that I actually turned into a movie. So that movie, He Said, She Said, was a big thing, a big deal to me as well. So, but yeah, that was the first time. And it was like I just ran around asking questions and trying to learn. And of course, I made sure I memorized my lines and all of that stuff. But it was a lot of things I didn't know as far as like facing the audience on stage and the pause laugh when the audience laughed.
Right.
So I learned from a lot of different actors that I was around. So, and then of course, once I started taking it more serious, then yes, I found classes that was relevant and could push me even further. So.
Yeah, because I know about that being put on the spot, man. I remember when I was a DJ of Dance Party. It was a dance show here, and the host, neither one of the hosts showed up.
Wow.
And we had the whole production crew, and it's like, hey kid, we need you to host. And I'm like, and DJ? I'm like, no, I can't do both. Like, look, we either gonna lose money or we gonna make it happen. And when I made it happen, I wound up being a host for like almost 3 years.
Okay, come on.
Host
open
and
doors.
DJ of dance
If
party.
it's meant
Come
for you,
on.
it's meant for
So
you.
yeah, I know about being put on the spot, man. So that's what's up.
Billy,
What up, though?
what you got?
Well, I was wondering, when you made the transition from stage acting to film acting, I mean, what are some of the things that you had to make adjustments for in kind of crossing over that way?
Actually, film acting was a little bit easier because stage acting, you have to know your lines. You have to be able to improv. You have to be able to keep the show going and ping pong off of your different castmates and actors and stuff like that. As far as film, you know what I mean? If you mess up, you can do the takeover. Of course, you don't want to make a habit of messing up because then directors gonna be looking at you crazy, but you get to stop. They don't just go straight through, you know what I mean? But a play, it's like you going straight through. Whether it's an hour and a half, whatever, but filming, you get breaks in between there. Every scene, after each scene is a break. So I would say the stage prepared me for the screen.
That's what's up.
So what's next?
Well, besides my production company, I started my own production company.
Yay!
Okay.
Yeah.
You online? You got pages and all that for it? And then shout it out.
Well, actually, I started Master Productions in 2022.
Okay.
And that started my filmmaking career basically. And my first film that I did was Deadly Secrets, which is also streaming on Tubi. And
There you go.
it's still doing good. I know it's a lot of y'all out there that haven't seen it. So if you haven't seen Deadly Secrets, go check it out. Streaming now on Tubi.
Yeah.
I got you. But so of course I'm looking at telling more stories up
Okay.
under my production company. I got a few scripts that's already wrote
Okay.
that I just got to finish breaking down and basically make time for because of course like this month I'm booked up on a lot of appearances, so of course that helps feed my family, so I'm not complaining. I got a couple films coming up, one at the end of April
Okay.
and another one in Atlanta at the end of May.
Okay.
So I got a couple films coming up, but in the meantime, in between time, I'm breaking down a lot of my stuff. So I do invest in my own films as opposed to spending all my time doing everybody else stuff, you know what I mean? Because you can get a little too busy. And on
Well,
top
save a little
of that,
room for us for semester 2 now. We gotta.
of course,
Okay.
of course.
Go ahead. Continue. I'm sorry.
And on top of that, I just started, well, I didn't start it yet, but I'm about to launch my acting program. It's called Actor Ready.
There you go.
It's an online acting
Give a round of
program.
applause for that. Now,
Yeah.
shout that out one more time.
I am about to launch
There you go.
my online acting program called Actor Ready. You could check it out. Hit the link below.
Come on.
It should be up and launched by the time you hit the link. But
Okay.
definitely, it's an online program that basically help new and inspiring actors build confidence, self-tape skills, find representation.
Got you.
Just the essential things that you need as an actor that a lot of people don't think about or don't know how to do, how to make an acting reel, the right type of headshots that you might need, how to actually make an acting resume without no credits, you know what I mean, how to create your own credits. So it's basically a prep cheat sheet for actors trying to get in the game that want to set themselves up the right way for success. Because when I first started, I was just going.
Right.
And I had a lot of opportunities in Detroit because Detroit was on fire, but I didn't set myself up the proper way. So after I did set myself up the proper way, it was a lot of things that fellow actors and people around me were speaking about that they didn't know, or you know what I mean? They was asking, how did I get an agent and things like that. So I created this course specifically for, beginner actors as well as intermediate actors that's working their way up, that's still missing a few tools. So I think it's a great program and it's gonna help a lot of people.
So I want to say something, but I know how this is about to go, right?
Talk to me, bro.
we gonna understand it, right? But I just know I know what's about to come from the peanut gallery.
I don't
here,
like
right?
how he trying to just exclude us. So you
No,
gonna understand.
Because
it.
watch this. Because watch this.
I don't even want to listen.
Watch this. Yeah, she gonna want to listen. Watch this.
Don't say anything.
People really underestimate
He said another big word.
how important a headshot is, right? See,
It's very important.
See,
What are you talking about?
A headshot.
right? See,
I'm
So-
gonna suck on this straw.
oh my,
Don't have to say a thing.
Yes.
so
Long
they don't
sucks.
understand the fundamentals, right? The little minor things that are very important and people take for granted.
Mhm.
So do me a favor one more time, shout it out the Academy and everything on how they can apply for it and get everything going.
Actor Ready Academy. You'll be able to find the link below, of course. Once you click on, you know what I mean, just explore, and it's a few things that I explain as soon as you tap into the page. It's a few digital products if you don't want to purchase the course, but if you're a beginner actor and you haven't acted before or you're just starting out, I think the course is very valuable and you should go ahead and look into that.
You should also have a dance course because I think some of the brothers could use a few lessons. No, I ain't lying. I'm serious. Because, I think we all know during the time when we were going and partying and hanging out, men would grab a woman, party with her, dance. You just literally said you used to dance and like to dance. Instead of, I know you can dance.
I definitely like to
maybe that
dance.
might be something you can add too.
I
Help
kind of got 2
men.
left feet, but
Help
I
men
do
to
the
teach, or
two-step.
young men. Maybe the older bulls can't do it. Maybe get the young bulls and teach them how to ballroom. Teach them how to ask the lady how to dance properly. When she don't want to dance with you no more. After you done bought her the drink, she ain't obligated to give you none afterwards. Like, help them.
Wait a minute.
hold
Got a whole
on.
etiquette going here.
Help 'em.
Wait, hold on. Depends on how many drinks and what price range we talking.
Well, I mean, if it's a bottle, then
Don't give you none. What you
entitled.
mean?
Hey,
Give you what?
hey, you gonna
Don't
be
give you none.
thirsty.
What? What you mean? Dance?
Wait, it's too many questions. Wait, start. What?
Okay.
Which one? Where you want me to look? Which you want me to look?
No. Oh my.
Wait.
Okay.
Where you at?
Speaking of drinks, thank God this break.
Teach the box
coming up.
step.
Thank God this break
Yes,
coming
Todd,
up.
please.
Thank God this break is coming up. Speaking of drinks,
What up?
sit back, relax, because coming up next
Coming up next.
is
Yeah.
She can't help it, man.
Or talking on the headshots, eh?
oh
Man, I can't wait to get a headshot, baby. I want that in black and white. I want the color.
boy.
You hear what I'm saying?
I hear ya.
I need an 8x10 or
Rico!
4x6.
Curious one.
Sweet 1701.
okay.
That's what
Coming
we
up
do.
next on Sweet 1701 is the 1701 mix with DJ Steady Rock and Billy. But coming up now, right? Let's run the trailer for the #1 show in the United States
Of America.
of America. Go binge watch right now. All 5 episodes. Check out Lee Master Spratling as Mason Long.
Big one.
Southwest High, let's go. Sweet
Southwest.
1701, we out.
Southwest.
Southwest.
Everybody wants to be on Sweet 1701. 01.
Today, we had the pleasure of following ex-pro basketball player Nolan Thomas.
As of right now, each of you being transferred to the alternative school. Today is your last day.
He's right back here where it all started, right here at Southwest High School, where he's their newest principal.
Well, I guess Detroit thinks it's best that Nolan Thomas is there at his old school. Good luck, Nolan Thomas.
I'm gonna need more than luck.
I'm in a league of my own, I told them. Ice in my chains and remind me I'm the coldest.
Nolan, this is not the same school that we went to.
How do we get more kids to college than in jail?
We get to the root of the problem.
What's the root of the problem? The gangs is the root of the problem.
It says you're having none of your business.
Make it the school you would have wanted when you went there.
You got this.
You know I'd be nothing without you guys.
I'm gonna turn the school around.
I believe you.
You have to trust me to do my job.
Dog, what did you get me into?
There is no place in the world like the great Detroit Southwest High.
A girl dies in front of me and you gonna sit here and tell me it's my fault?
Is there anyone that does not want to be here?
You're not marrying her or anybody. You're my man, you're not her man.
I'd rather go golfing.
You still think this school was the best choice for our daughter? Because I don't.
Who gon' stop me now? Who gon' stop me? Who gon' stop me now? Who gon' stop me?
Welcome back to Sweet 1701, and it's now time for the Sweet 1701 mix with DJ Steady Rock and Billy. What's going on, Billy?
What up, though?
What you got going on over there?
So when I was down in Nashville,
Okay.
I was walking around Broadway, and I cut over on 2nd Street, and I ran into the spot, which is Dre and Snoop's lounge, Ultra Lounge, down the stairs in the catacombs.
Okay.
And I was down there, and I found Dre and Snoop's Spirit, Still Gin.
It's called what?
Still Gin.
Okay.
Capital G, capital I, capital N.
Okay.
And I was talking to the bartender. I'm like, so what is their signature drink? And it's called the G Thing.
Ooh.
So
The
we're gonna
what?
sample that one today. The G Thing.
The Z thing.
Jake.
Za.
G
Jake.
thing.
Za.
You know the G? The spot?
Okay, baby, because I'm trying
Okay.
to get rough stuff.
Tell us what you got going on, Billy.
So we're starting out with some Still Gin.
Ooh,
We're gonna do an
geez.
ounce and a half of that.
Yes.
Now this is an American gin, so for some people that don't like the juniper, the tarry pine taste of London gins,
Okay.
this is a whole different flavor profile.
Thank God.
Thank God. So, ounce and a half of that, and then gonna add some peach puree.
Ooh, peach.
And some passion fruit puree.
Ooh, put all that passion. Drizzle that passion.
Oh
on
my
me.
God.
Drizzle that.
Rico's gonna get the ingredients up on the screen, and you too can make you a G thing.
Yeah, or
go.
a Z thing.
A little bit of lime juice. Top it off, a little club soda.
Yes, top me off.
Oh my God.
Stir it up. Stir it up.
Okay.
Mix it up. Drizzle,
Who's getting the first drink
drizzle.
today? There you go,
Slurp
Zai.
it, slurp it, slurp it. I'm gonna have that Lee Master slurp like
Oh my God.
this. An MMR, ain't that what those called? Those
Oh what?
where you only hear the sound like this, like this.
Oh, ASMR.
Okay.
It's all
Okay.
just
Billy.
the sound experience.
Billy,
It's
get the
all a
drinks
part
out.
of the Billy experience.
Oh my God, Lee, there you go. Please don't do what Zai did. Steady
Well, you
Rock.
can.
Not at all. Not at all.
No.
Can't do all that.
Appreciate it.
And we got something special going on. So before y'all do this, we gotta do a special toast.
We do gotta
Hold
do a
on.
special toast. And that is to our brother Vince.
Happy birthday, Billy!
Happy birthday, Billy! Happy birthday, happy
So
birthday.
listen, we got you some really good trinkets in there.
Thank you.
'Cause-
Billy is one of a
Happy
kind. Let me tell you something.
birthday.
Billy always thinks of everybody else.
Yes,
So it's only right.
it's only right.
It's your birthday, Billy!
Rico is gonna put up fireworks and everything for Billy. Happy birthday, Billy!
Happy birthday, Billy!
Thank you.
Go Billy!
Go, Billy! It's your birthday! Go,
Rico,
Billy!
put the
It's
G
your
thing
birthday.
up one more
Go, Billy!
time. So
It's
now
your
what you
birthday.
can do is make your own G thing and toast Billy yourself. Coming up next on Sweet 1701, we got sports, say it with your chest, music news, community events, and more with Lee Master Spratling right here on Sweet 1701. Happy birthday!
Thank you! Happy birthday, Billy!
Your nephew killed it.
Yes, he did. Nephew,
What's going on?
man, you know you killed that, right?
I appreciate that.
Man, these kids love you, man. I'm just happy you came through. It's always good to have family in the building, as well as a Southwest alumni.
You know, that ain't nothing. I've been wanting to pull up anyway. But speaking of Southwest, I got a question. What's going on with Mr. Blanchard in the music department? I heard he was leaving.
Yeah, well, as you know, we are making changes here, thanks to Mr. Thomas, and we only want the people that want what's best for Southwest.
Right.
We're currently looking for somebody to take over the music department.
What you mean by looking though? Like y'all got a process or y'all hiring somebody? You know who?
No, not yet.
Coleman Davis. That's my name. Coleman Davis who?
Would you do it? Yeah, nephew. I think this would be a great opportunity for you to put your TSU degree to use.
Yeah, I'm waiting on y'all to tell me.
That's
love. That's love. I appreciate that. For sure.
Everybody wants to be on Sweet 1701, 01.
Welcome back to Sweet 1701. How was the drinks, everybody?
Whew.
Got you gin? Got you in there?
Bruh.
Is it in the spot?
Listen, I'm gonna say this. For Billy's birthday, you did that, my brother.
Cheers.
The G
Once
thing
again,
is
happy
official.
birthday to Billy.
Happy birthday, my brother.
Lee, how did you like the drink?
Oh, it was pretty good, man. You know, you got to sip gin.
Yeah,
So,
but these guys, you see how they put them down.
I'm on my second one.
Okay, because gin will make you sin, and I need my sin points to count.
Listen, my limit is 1. I know my limit.
That's it. My limit is none.
No limit soldier.
Zah,
My limit is as long as he pouring.
you know what time it is. Steady, what is it?
Say it with your chest.
Okay, because baby, let me tell you something. With these 36 C's, praise God, if Dr. Griffin wants to enhance them and lift them up, call me. I'm ready. We can do a whole thing. We can go Sweet 1701 live.
Rico.
The best of the
Live.
breasts.
Uncovered.
Okay, listen,
Let's do
uncovered. New nipples and all.
New nipples and all.
What?
Listen, to God be
Hold
the
on,
glory.
hold on. Zah, before you say that, if they change your nipples, tell them to make them look natural. Don't make them look like pepperonis.
Well, I want PRN nipples.
What?
No, I want them to just tell them to, I ain't gonna say I want.
Where
just
is
tell them to
this
make them
going?
Listen,
in.
you said say it with your chest, and I'm starting with my
Right.
chest. Okay, so
Jess is talking.
the chest was talking, and I thought I'd throw that out there just in case.
They cut off the fade on the nipples.
Well, listen, I just want to keep the brown melanated, you know. That's all. That's the main thing. But in the meantime, in between time, I am saying it with my chest because I'm inviting Dr. G, just like how I hate when people fake invite me to things. So I had to chop into this chick, right?
Who? Doctor who?
Dr. Invite?
Doctor. You
Dr.
say
Pepper?
Dr. G.
Yeah.
Who is G?
Dr. Griffin.
Oh, I just
I
know
call him Dr. G.
Okay, well that's
She's
your
First
thing.
Lady G and Dr. G.
She abbreviated it.
That's how I keep memory, you know, because I meet so many people and I can't remember everybody's name, so I give nicknames. Praise
What's Billy's
God.
nickname?
Big Daddy Billy.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Whoa.
Billy D.
But
Williams.
He got a long name.
Pause.
Trying to get that
Pause.
long strong.
Pause.
But in the
Hit yourself with
meantime,
it.
but I gotta be invited. You gotta be an invited guest. Cause y'all, you know, I don't know, maybe Lee Master, this could be part of his master class, okay? To help the men on how to date and all these things. But anyway, I got invited to an event, right?
Okay.
Now, prior to me being invited to this event, now
You
y'all
want to shout
tell
out
me
the
if I'm
event or
tripping.
no?
Huh?
Do you want to shout out the event or no?
Hecky no.
Okay,
I was
well, let's
about to
go.
say something else, but it's,
Oh,
a,
let's
it's
go.
a family show.
Let's go.
No, I'm not. Because this is the thing, right? You don't get to invite after the fact. When I said something to you, you had invited some people to another podcast, right? And I said, well, why you ain't whoopty swoop, right? So they said, well, Jean, you ain't da. See, people don't like being held accountable when you pull them to the rug, right? Now, you can't say you out here supporting us and supporting me. Let me rephrase it. Supporting me. And you knew what whoopty whoop, right? So then you tried to gaslight. You tried to backpedal. And you tried to, you know, what they do when they don't want to be held accountable. You understand? So then they tried to invite me to another thing for 313 Day, right?
Oh, they try to make it up.
I don't really know what they was trying to do, but everything went left real fast.
Oh, wow.
So I said, they sent me the invite, and I said, what kind of game are you playing? I don't do passive-aggressive people. 1 minute you saying you ain't inviting me, now you inviting me. I ain't coming. Which one do you want to do? So she texts me back.
Oh, wow.
Girl, bye. I could be petty and da-da-da-da-da. First of all, Pookie, we're in our 40s. What are you being petty about? This is
this
the problem.
turning into a
Talking to an immature...
is this turning into one of those?
I don't really know, but what I do know is that Joy Rose Jaja is what you don't want. And it's a lot of Decepticons in Detroit nowadays claiming to be from Detroit, and they not from here.
What's on 7 Mile and Gratiot?
What's on 7 Mile and
Oh, I'm
Gratiot?
sorry. I had a flash. I'm sorry.
You better say it. What's on 7 Mile and Gratiot?
A nap.
Okay, Popeyes with the roaches. But nevertheless, I just felt like, stop playing with people. I take it very seriously when people invite me to things because they take the time out to say, I want you there, right? So I take invites when I know that they're real.
Okay.
But I also know when invites are, you just want me to be in a room because you want to be connected. And I know y'all know how it feels to be invited to places or to even not be invited to places where you know you should be. And for me, when I'm saying what my chest is and I'm saying it with Joy Road and Jesus, stop playing with me.
Oh, you choosing both?
Yeah, I'm choosing both. Because she called herself blocking me and I text her. She forgot I had her number.
So
I said...
she definitely choosing both, but I feel like she...
Zaza chose God over Joy Road.
So I text her because she told...
Joy
She said...
So we're going to cut your board off for the rest of the night, sir.
She said F me. She said F you, B.
Whoa!
Whoa! That's why I,
whoa! Wait
that's
a
why
minute!
I said that, because
Wait
I know,
a minute!
I know that Zaz chose God over Joy Road because me knowing Zaz.
Wait a minute!
Listen, Zaz.
When she said, "Well, F you
I'm
then,
here.
B," and blocked me, so I couldn't respond back. But what she didn't know is I had her phone. I had a phone number. Praise God.
Oh my
And I
God.
texted her. I said, Grand Rising.
See, she chose God over Joy Road.
I said, Grand Rising, you just blocked me, but I live rent-free in your head.
Ooh.
Just wanted to let you know you trying to fight me is very immature. I mentor girls for a living, and I will beat you up and I'll go to jail. But have a great day. God bless.
But I would say this, Zaz, I feel
Zaza chose God over Joy Road.
because you didn't lay hands on her. That's why.
Because I was going to the event.
I know.
I was in front.
Zaz,
I had parked.
Wait, you had popped up?
I popped up.
And that's why
Let it go, Steady. Let it
that's
go.
Why, that's
Let
why
it go.
I said that.
Let it go.
Because if Zaz not about to tell us she beat somebody's ass, then I know who.
Zaza chose God over Joy
Man,
Road.
I'm glad you know. To God be the glory.
She not really. She.
No, she
She
did.
sent the text.
No, but she didn't lay hands.
She laid text.
She did.
Latex. And I hate latex. I hate it. I hate condoms. I need to feel all of that.
She didn't lay
skin.
hands.
Skin contact.
She did not lay hands.
Born baby to a mother. I need
Lee, have you had an experience like this before?
Not at all.
Without.
the latex or not being invited or being
Oh my God.
Latex or sheepskin?
But this is why I said that, because I know Zod didn't call or text and say, Steady Rock, Ty, I beat somebody up.
Yeah.
So I knew.
She could have gone and raw dogged it.
Not
She
if
said
you-
no.
But
She
not
chose
if you're a
safety
2B
first,
star,
safety first.
Lee Master. Now that you're a 2B star, do you feel like your invites have increased? I know you got paid invites. Nah, you leveled up. They pay you to come. Ooh, you ain't got to pay me, but you want to
yeah,
put some money in my pocket. God bless.
I definitely price definitely went up. And I don't like to call it a 2B star, you know.
Oh, what do you call it?
I'm just a star.
Oh,
Say that. Say that. Say that, my brother. Say that.
Rewind.
I'm definitely on more platforms than Tubi, but I
Uh-huh.
definitely want to give the praises to Tubi for, you know, allowing this space for independent actors and filmmakers. So definitely shout out to Tubi. But yeah,
sure.
I like to consider myself just a star, you know.
Man, but do you feel
Say
like
that.
you've gotten more invites because you're a star?
Yeah, in the same sense. I mean, but like you said, you know my past, so you know them invites was coming anyway, you know.
Yeah, you was getting a lot of personal invites. Praise God. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
trying
so
to get a
they
personal
was
invite.
coming anyway, but I was just used to it. But now it's just they book me for different things now, you know what I mean? Just appearances, showing up, you know what I mean? But like I said, I'm a people person, so I'm always up to meet and greet and meet new people.
How do you determine, Ty, where you go somewhere?
I
'Cause
don't
you
know.
know you get invited, all kind of invites.
I just don't go.
You get invited to Antarctica,
I don't
Africa,
go.
the moon.
Listen,
I don't go.
Ty can go
You
to the
don't
White
go?
House if he want to.
And I'll be like, I ain't gonna.
For real.
Because it's like with me. Okay. Damn, now I'm about to say it with my chest. Hold on.
Man, because they
No,
got
I'm not
so
dope.
fine.
I'm not dope.
Say with your chest, Ty.
But no, man, listen. I'm not about to go to the same events that I just saw you at 2 weeks ago and then 3 weeks ago. That's why the only time I really go out is when I throw my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and other than that, I mean, it's cool. I'm not knocking it. I appreciate
1000%.
but that's just not. I mean, I like to be in bed by 10 o'clock.
Me too.
And so I'm just like, you know, I'm cool with it.
That's
I'm
for sure, because I texted
But-
last night. And
Yeah,
You like rubbing feet?
he did not respond.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm straight. I'm cool. He was like, you here? Nope. Good night. And that's how I feel, right? But I tell you why I do go, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we all gonna go here one day, right? Now we about to transition
boy.
into sports, right?
Oh boy!
So we all gonna go.
Here we go. Nope.
Lee, and you're invited to come too, Lee.
no.
Lee, you're
Here
invited
we
to come
go.
too.
I'm just gonna suck on this straw.
Where we going?
So
Here we go.
I owed them a trip to Little Caesars Arena to see the greatest hockey organization ever, the Detroit Red Wings.
And the season about to be over.
No, because guess what? We're gonna go to the
To the
playoffs.
playoffs.
Are we?
We barely
Are
go-
we?
we barely gonna make it.
We are steady.
Right, you gotta have
Okay,
faith.
no, but Zod, if we can't make it to a regular season game, what in the hell make you think we're gonna make it to a playoff game?
I'm not
Pops?
talking about us attending. I'm talking about just them
but
going.
we will I'm
attend.
talking about us attending. I know
We're
you
gonna
over
go.
We have more years behind us.
So
oh my goodness.
just because they're gonna keep winning, that they saving room for us to go to a game. So shout out to the Detroit Red Wings, the greatest hockey organization ever.
Okay.
Let's get it
Okay.
together so we can attend the game. Detroit Red Wings organization, how you doing?
We still
Love
waiting.
all y'all.
We
Make
still
sure.
waiting.
You know what's crazy? I never been to a hockey game.
Well, make sure you get there. And
You probably will never get there then.
Hold on. Excuse me, the master. Don't hold your breath, bro. You'll be like that kid, wait for his pops to pick him on
never been.
weekend when him and his mama is separated. His daddy and his mama is separated, and he wait for his daddy to pick him up to spend the weekend with him. You're gonna be sitting there, person like, my daddy coming.
First
in."
of all, Cash Down made it to a Red Wings game.
Thank you. Thank you.
She had ice skating heels.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was amazing.
Hey, I
love being a
got
Detroit girl.
plenty of Red Wings jersey.
You hear me? I got
well,
red.
get them
white.
ready. Moving
Get 'em
on.
ready.
Speaking of the other tenant that's inside Little Caesars Arena,
Mm.
the number one seed in the East.
Yes.
Ooh, yes. Woo-hoo.
The team that will reach the NBA Finals
Yes.
this year
Let's go.
are future NBA champion Detroit Pistons. Hey, if you need lungs, 1, 2, 3.
We
You
all
got, you got about 8 people here that
we
will
all got-
sacrifice our lungs
For
and
you.
give them to you
We all got
so we can
lungs,
win
bro.
the championship.
No,
well, wait,
I'm
a lot of people smoke.
Yeah, well-
So hold on.
Why do you have to put me on
I said a
blast?
lot of people.
He
No,
definitely
you
said a lot of
people.
people.
I said a lot of people.
Hold on.
You're
Zod,
incriminating
Zod,
yourself.
Zod, did you say that?
That is that
Zod,
kid
he
that
said a lot of people
Incriminating
smoke.
yourself.
I sat up and did this. I said a lot of people.
No, you
Don't
did this.
incriminate yourself.
Darren,
No
did he
face,
do
no
this?
case.
He had his hand
No
open,
face,
which
no
normally means
case.
he's talking to me. He said a lot of people smoke. Yeah, I smoke. I ain't
I
smoking.
said a lot of people.
No, you said the hand open.
Okay, moving on. Listen. So, Lee,
My lungs still good though.
how do you feel about the Pistons' chances this year?
I mean, I think they're gonna do their thing, especially how they been going hard without Cade. So I definitely think it's return of the bad boys. It's that time.
Okay.
So this is Bad Boys 3. Okay.
He need to perform for halftime. I see him jit, dance, hip roll. He need to be out there.
Actually, my jitters already be out there performing on halftime.
Come on, my
All the
jitters.
time.
Yeah, a lot of them guys that be out there, House of Jit. I bugged with a lot of them people back in the day.
Yes.
them-
Shout out to Lily. She
Shout out
was
to
on
Lily.
Southwest
That's-
High
that's
with
my
you.
homie
Yeah,
right
and
there.
she's a part.
Yes.
She's a part of the squad that be out
Yes.
there. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Detroit
I
on
love
the map.
So, can't wait for this playoff run. And
Man. So
Wait,
you
wait,
make-
wait, wait. Before he go into this, I know where you're going.
So just let
No,
me
you
know
don't.
when.
I know where you're
It
going.
was the playoff run.
He said playoff
and I know
run,
where
but
you're going.
I know he.
No, you don't. You don't.
no,
know
you
where I'm
don't.
You see the
That
the
was
jacket.
That was last.
Yeah,
going.
man.
So playoff run. Where they going? Where
He
they
said
going?
playoff
Ty?
run, so I thought he was going to Final Four.
I said
I've been watching them boys too.
That's
I
right.
said playoff run. Now we're gonna run across the street
Okay.
to the home opener.
Come on, cause
of
baby,
the World Series champion Detroit Tigers.
opening day about to be bananas.
Oh, my bad.
And
Look,
I want a
hold on.
Chiquita. I want a Chiquita banana. It's
hold
gonna be
on,
so
listen.
bananas.
No, Zai, in my defense, the NPC is down.
It's gonna be so bananas
No,
for
listen.
opening day.
No, I get
I'm
it.
so excited.
Listen.
Shout out to DJ Linda Carter. She
listen.
rebuilding her party room in the back. We got a new Tigers
Cheers.
player.
But listen,
I'm excited.
the reason why his head is down,
Okay.
Zai, I'm going
Okay,
off drops.
so
What happened,
my
Ty?
NPC
the
is down.
Tigers home opener.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it
Home
again.
opener.
I got you. I got you now. I'm
So
good.
good luck to the Tigers this year.
Yes.
I got
Moving
you.
on across the street,
Come on.
the draft is coming up soon,
Yes.
and
Pick me.
I don't think I know of another bigger fan of this organization than myself.
Who?
For the first time, I'm going to say this.
What you gonna say?
Not so sure about next year's Super Bowl.
What? You?
Don't do it.
Yeah,
Don't-
he
Detroit
is.
Lions.
Detroit
Man.
Lions.
I'm not gonna play the other part. I'm not gonna play the other part.
Detroit. I am a super Lions fan, so
I'm not
yeah.
gonna play the other
Really?
part.
So what you
I
thinking?
can't play the
Tell
other
me.
part.
I'm thinking I got faith in whatever they do.
Amen.
They coming.
I can't play.
He leaned
so we
back
got
like
two
an
parts to
uncle that
that.
got $100 on the game already and it ain't even started.
Because they biting the dust right now.
Now watch your mouth. I'm riding with the Lions no matter what, baby.
I'm a ride
So how
with
you
the
feel
Lions.
about
No,
the
that's me.
transition right
Oh,
now,
at 16, I was there.
I'm sorry, Rico. I know.
Oh, look at Rico. Yeah, he lined out.
There you go.
How you feel about the transitioning right now?
I mean,
How you feel about David Montgomery being gone now? Yep.
I mean,
I
yeah,
know.
that
It's
was
bad.
sad to see.
I know.
You
It's
know,
bad.
but
Still got faith, huh?
hey, listen,
We've been rebuilding since 1957.
listen,
Not really.
listen.
My dad
I
was,
love him.
My dad was a kid when he saw me.
I'm not speaking
Right,
ill.
right. Get you a drink.
I'm
Get your
not-
drink.
Sip it slow,
I'm
like
not
you said.
listening to none of this nonsense because it's like
Aye.
every year it's like I'm like a big kid in a candy store. I feel like it's our year, so I'm not about to let y'all spoil that for me. It could be this year, it could be next year, it could be whatever.
I'll
but
check with you in October.
There we
Right.
go.
'Cause
And then
I want them to win.
exactly.
But
I want them to
I'm
win.
realistically depressed.
You realistically,
We all are. Lee Master,
You
I'm
need
gonna tell you
antidepressant.
what's crazy is
I got some.
me, my dad, he was like, he was young when he saw the Lions win in 57. And he was happy about that. And when this past season started, he was, oh my God, I talked to my dad every Sunday. He was like, son, this could be our year. Son. It went from, right, yeah, we're going to pop it out with the Lions gear. I said, Dad, I really was hoping this was going to be the year that my dad can see our Lions make it to the bowl. And
I think we're gonna make it one day. I just
One
don't
day,
know
though,
what
Zah.
day that will be.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I know.
Zah, it'll be the day we make it to a Red Wings game.
Oh, well, what are they about to win this year then? So
Okay.
now let's talk NCAA basketball.
Hold on.
Wait till I do this.
No, I got you.
Don't press nothing.
I'm not.
Just
You see what I'm
I
doing.
see. Just
You see what I'm doing?
All right,
Billy,
sons.
Billy, one drink minimum now, and just
Nah.
one
That
drink
ain't got
minimum
nothing to do
going
with
for it.
drinks.
Yes, it do.
You see, I'm prepared for this. I was ahead of him on this.
I can't wait till we do music news. We about to go in on all his. What's that? Wait, hold on, wait. Remember, it was a time when I used to listen to FM 98 and they used to play this song. And
I
remember
was
this?
ahead of him on this.
Get ready, Zaka.
You
We
see
about to
what-
tear his music segment up. His
Really?
music segment gonna be tore up.
So
Really?
what's up with NCAA?
Okay.
You see what I got on?
Y'all both look nice
What do you got
today. Y'all both look
So
nice.
listen,
Darren cussed me out though.
can't wait till music news comes.
So
boy.
NCAA
Right. And it's Final Four.
Final Four.
And of course, I'm sorry, Darren. The greatest university of all time,
Big University.
the Michigan Wolverines.
Yeah. Shout out to my mentor, Italian champion. Not you marching. Oh.
Y'all see it?
Okay, get back to DJ.
Hold on, we
now.
get this stuff.
Let's go.
Great. Dog, I swear to God.
I'm sorry. I just had to do that. I just
You
had
gonna
to
get
do
us
that.
flagged? Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. As you were. I'm sorry.
I gotta figure out what I'm about to eat after this.
I'm sorry.
My stomach.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Darren. As you were talking. I'm
Billy.
sorry. I apologize.
NCAA Final Four,
Yes, sir.
University of Michigan. Who else, Ty?
I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter.
Baby, because he pumped that air. Pumped it up. Pump it up.
Listen.
Y'all almost got pregnant on that pump right there.
Listen, I ain't trying to get pregnant. I want to have fun.
He did that MC Hammer,
He
the
did the
humps and
funky
the bumps.
libido.
Woo.
I was like, even Lee was like, man.
Whoa.
Hey, man.
Bubblicious, right? That was the name? Okay.
Bubblicious.
Bubblicious. So listen.
Humpalicious.
Really?
I think we're gonna win, and I think we're coming back with the national championship.
Okay.
I'm going to the home opener with the Tigers. Then I'm getting on the road, and I'm going to Indianapolis to join.
Mike Lee, you heard what he said.
To join my brothers.
It is I.
Because I don't know if y'all just know this. This is breaking news. The Fab Five is reuniting
Hey,
on Saturday on TNT,
hey.
and they're doing a whole they're doing a whole broadcast of the game. So of course I'm about to be in there with my brothers,
That's
Oh,
dope.
I'm
and we
coming
about
with
to
y'all.
watch the Michigan Wolverines win the national championship.
That's gonna be really beautiful.
That's gonna be dope.
Now, Zah, you ready?
Yeah.
Music news.
Come
Now,
on, what you got?
So nobody has new music, and we're gonna go right to a break. No, that ain't gonna stop me from doing my new music.
Come on.
news. So I'm gonna start with my girl Rory Blaze.
Man, I went to a school
With Rory Blaze.
that we used to
I
have
used to
rollerblades.
blaze at school.
Based out of Atlanta.
Used to
And I
blaze.
remember I used to sail to
I'm gonna be
base.
in Atlanta in 2
Between
weeks.
I was
classes.
in Atlanta in
Okay.
2 weeks.
Go out back and blaze.
I'm gonna just play the music. This is called Shake That. And
Shake what?
I remember I used to shake that.
What's
Preacher
that?
Michael.
What's
I
that?
can't wait to shake
Montana.
that.
You know me, I'm all about the underdog, man. I'm all about the underdog. So
I want my man to have a bunch of money and I can
yeah,
strip for him.
I can see Zod twerking off of
And he
this.
can throw it at me.
For real. Look at Billy. It's your birthday, Billy. So shout out to Rory Blaze.
Okay, ATL shouty.
Oh.
I don't know. Detroit Diamond dropped some music too. Hers is fire too.
Yeah, I'm gonna get with her.
Yeah.
So shout
her?
out, shout
Who
out
brought
to
some music, Zah?
Detroit Diamond.
Detroit Diamond was just here a couple weeks ago on the
She
couch.
was?
Remember that?
right.
I've got one of her tracks.
Right.
Let's hear her track.
You see,
Play her
What's
track.
her track? Come on.
Yeah, moving along.
She's on Netflix, right?
Shout out to my brother DJ
He was
Handsome
on Hulu.
Hands out of Las Vegas, and he got a new
Las
song.
Vegas, my boy Anderson Hunt used to play for the UNLV Running Rebels. They
Yeah,
won the
remember
national
UNLV
championship.
was the shit.
Yeah, UNLV, Las
They
Vegas,
was
man. I
bad.
had some
Yeah,
great
I know
times in Las Lee, you ever been to Las Vegas?
That was a team.
Let's go to
When you go
MGM
to Las
tonight.
Vegas, where do you stay at?
I stay up the strip.
Me too,
Ooh,
man. Go ahead.
I'm trying to
Teddy.
strip for this.
You know what? I'm gonna choke your ass after
ahead,
the show. So he got a new record called New Fling. Of course, it's featuring his singer Mark 3 Times.
Sound like Justin
I love
Bieber.
this record.
Like the beat.
See, one thing about me, I love the new and upcoming artists,
Yeah.
the underdogs that's really making some noise in their cities. So this is called New Fling, and I mess with it.
I'm up next and you're brand new. See, I got you smiling, your ex out there wild, and I swear no lie.
Yeah, this is cold. I like this.
Yeah, I thought you would.
I like this.
Let's ride. Just keep it
Sound like Justin Bieber.
Let you know how I feel.
Woo! So
The
man,
Biebs. I love
hey,
the
listen,
Biebs.
I don't know what DJ Handsome Hands doing out there in Vegas.
Handsome hands.
Yeah, listen, he like the new Khaled of
yeah,
Vegas.
yeah.
And look, the brother got it going on.
Scoreboard, yeah.
He got it going. And so there's this 21-year-old kid, man.
Man, I remember when I was 21.
21 Jump Street.
Man, what you was doing at 21?
Oh,
Ty?
everything.
I can see you was probably
I was-
something else
man.
at 21. Ty,
Hey,
at
Lee Massey,
21?
you see what I got to go through?
Man.
You was probably
I'm
like,
just
Man.
you was,
baby
man.
entertained.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I wish I knew you
Man,
was
21. Go ahead, Stan.
So as I was saying, 21-year-old kid.
Lee, how was you when you was 21?
Oh, he got
Man,
about
I was an MF.
Okay.
Did you add the muscles that you got now?
21. I would actually say 22 was one of my favorite years.
Man.
Lord Jesus.
So
Go ahead,
as
Sadie.
I was saying,
There you go,
Yeah.
Taz
Sadie.
being funny. 21-year-old out of
21, one of
Warner Robins, Georgia.
Who?
Warner Robins, Georgia.
Okay.
It's a little small city in Georgia.
Mhm.
But he got a song called Phases, and this kid, when I say this kid is, man, this kid is dope. Little fella got it. 21 years old.
So how does it feel when it's still in your brain? You keep up with scores and they stay the same. So how does it feel when it's supposed to be your brother, but then he go switch on your mind? When it's breaking your heart, cause you gotta be stopped when you losing your. When they come
My man got a flow. He blowing up in the A.
I'm telling the story.
He's starting to branch out.
I like this.
Once upon a time, yeah, I had feelings, but no, I ain't feeling that love. It went down the drain. I've been with you, hopping out, those sticks and adrenaline, be rushing right through
See,
my
a lot of
veins.
music I be careful listening to because it invokes a lot of emotion. Like a lot of, you be ready to either.
Listen,
I gotta listen to certain things.
F or F.
this
You hear me?
This kid got a vibe. He really got a vibe, man. You know me. I just, like I said, I'm down for the underdog. So, you know, big shout out to Problem Child, KJ, new single called Phases, blowing up. He getting a lot of support. The A is blowing him up. But now I'm gonna go to the industry.
Okay.
And as y'all know, we talked about the Baby's new album, but he got a record called Pop That Thing. Oh my God.
Okay, Mrs. Trendsetter.
I love this record by the Baby.
She got the world in her hands. Just make it
Oh wait, no, I don't like this.
I got the world in my hands.
This my joint.
This the one I gotta
I
turn.
love the way you move.
Cause he be talking about
I ain't got no problem waiting on my turn. Teach me how to
Yeah.
take to my bay and I'ma learn. If I don't feel like going, I'ma wait and I'ma turn. Go the other way. Ain't even finna lie. The way that booty moving in the dress finna ask you if you move.
So shout out to the Baby. That record is going crazy
Shout
in the
out.
club. Crazy in the club. And I don't know if y'all know this,
Probably not.
but this young lady is with child now.
Uh-oh.
And she got a new album coming out. And her new single is called Business and Personal. So
My
big
girl
shout
Lotto.
out to Lotto.
Lotto. My girl Lotto got a baby. Okay, by 21 Savage, and I ain't even mad.
Business and Personal is her new single. And for me, Lotto has matured so much with her music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she in her grown-up bag.
Mama ain't know how we was gonna eat. Back in
Okay.
98, same kid made sure the whole family ate.
So big shout out to Lotto with the new single Business and Personal. And she really talking her stuff. Check this out.
Personal. Mind, body, and spirit, I've been in a good place. May said she found 10K. Told her keep it, have a good day. Fans say they miss the old me, but I wouldn't be here with my old ways. Tried to put me on Front Street, now they gotta see me on the front page. I ain't even trying to compete. I get compared, I don't complain. Thought I would've died out.
Love Lotto.
It'll be an old age.
And Lotto looks good pregnant too. I
Listen.
must say.
Congratulations.
I want to
Listen.
get pregnant again, but with money.
So y'all, she said with money. Oh my God.
The money deep.
So it wouldn't be right if I didn't go to Detroit.
Uh-oh.
But before you do this,
This is a new dance.
let them know.
You see the shirt?
Let them know how they can submit music to you.
So look here. Any artist, local, national, holla at your boy. Book at djsteadyrock.com. That's BOOK at djsteadyrock.com. Holla at your boy.
How do you spell that?
BOOK at djsteadyrock.com.
What should they send you?
Clean, 30. If you got an 8-bar intro, you got a 8-bar intro dirty or clean, send all of that. So it's basically, that's a basic DJ pack.
What
And
about
an
bio?
instrumental. And an instrumental. And yeah, of course, a pic,
mini
a
bio.
bio pic, and a short bio about yourself. So if
Yeah.
you out of state, you know, let me know where you at. Let me know what city you represent and all that good stuff. So yeah, appreciate that, Bill.
So a bio and the headshot.
Okay,
That's
so we
what
can
the
spin
bio
your
pic. That's what the bio
records.
pic. So a lot of artists, they have a little pic, you know what I'm saying? They don't need necessarily a headshot, but an actual pic. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's a single, they might have a picture for the single.
You gotta hire Billy to be your manager now.
Right. Billy's just like,
Yeah, he put
"And
that
this,
hat on,
and
man."
that."
Like-
Right, he got that hat on. Yeah. So I know we're gonna be doing 420. So listen, y'all see the shirt.
Oh,
Southwest,
We got-
Southwest.
We got my brotherly master in the building. So it would only be right if I did some from Southwest.
Ooh.
So big shout out to one of our favorite groups,
Who?
Black Lion Society.
BLS, Black Lion Society.
My cousin Scam.
Yes, big
Jake Diamonds.
for sure. And they got a new single called Rollercade.
So before you drop this, let me say this.
So what you
say
gonna
what
say?
you gotta say, Ty.
We wanted to do this song so bad, right? But we also wanted to keep, because Scam is my cousin, and Jake is family as well too, Jake Diamonds. So we wanted to bring back the essence of everything in Southwest Detroit, right?
Yes.
And one of the most iconic places in Southwest Detroit is a skating rink.
Yes, it is.
And it's called Rollercade.
Yes, it is.
And so we wanted to do a song that matches the vibe of roller skating. And for those that do not know, my other cousin, which is Scam brother, is one of the techno gods of the world. His name is Juan Atkins.
That's right.
So he has songs like Technicolor, Alleys of Your Mind, Good Life, all that stuff, right?
Hits.
Like he is a icon, a legend, and all that. So I went to Scam and I said, listen, we gotta put bro in the mix somehow with the DNA. So when you hear this song, I let Steady Rock introduce it, you'll hear a DNA of Juan Atkins, which is our cousin. But go ahead, Steady.
So this song is called Rollercade by BLS, Black Lion Society, and I'm gonna get it right into it.
Oh, it come on with that cassette
You
feel.
hear that Cybertron, that Juan Atkins.
Now listen how this come in.
Right.
Listen
That's
how it come
I got to this
in.
point.
Here it go.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Don't think about it, be about it. If you wanna see about it, slide out, roll with it.
This make you want to skate.
Man. So they got this thing at Northland from 9 a.m. to 1 in the morning. You got to be 30 and up to go in. I've been thinking about doing it because that's how you get a backwards skate.
Dance like the other one. Pony down, we getting money, Blade dance, we gon' run it up.
Listen.
Buffs on the Southwest hat. Low, what up, though? I'm on the floor with it.
So this song has gained a lot of momentum since the television series.
Yes, it
And
is.
that's the one reason why we wanted to do Southwest High, because we wanted this to be different than anything we've ever done.
Yeah.
Like soundtracks, apparel, marketing, like you know what people go crazy over? The school IDs.
Yeah.
I have never got so many people hitting me up,
'Cause I was
sending
like,
me
where mine
these
at?
pictures. They want their own school ID.
So send your picture to Ty, he'll hook you up.
She got it.
Where was you at?
Oh, you said I thought she just said where mine
She
at.
said,
I was
'cause
one of
I
the
was
ones.
like-
I was
Oh,
one
okay,
of the
I was gonna
ones.
say,
I need
yeah.
my dizzle.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I got mine.
Finish music.
So now we're done with music. So let's go on to music news. And I'm
Oh wait, that wasn't the same thing.
no, yeah, we no.
We're splitting this up.
was-
Two different-
No, that was new
two different
music.
That was new music. I was like,
new
new music. That was music news.
No music.
So I'm gonna start with this. So let's talk about these Jay-Z tickets.
Woo! Did you get some?
Hell no.
You get some, Ty?
Do you know nosebleed
Ty
tickets?
got it. That mother.
Yeah, you know he got some.
He having a meeting with Jay-Z tomorrow.
Right. He see, look at him.
We already discussed his jacket that he's going to be wearing.
So you know he got
and
the Blueprint and the Reasonable Doubt shows at Yankee Stadium. So I said, yeah, let me see how much these tickets are. Nosebleed. Damn near the last row. $400. Them tickets is going for some G's. You got to sell blood, donate a leg, maybe sell your car. If you want anywhere near the stage, thousands.
Yeah, I mean the online wait was like 45 minutes.
Crazy.
People online.
So I heard. Okay.
Yeah, crazy. So that was
Did
crazy.
you say so? I heard you gonna get
Yeah,
that.
so he heard.
Ty don't get those
He gonna-
type of.
Ty gonna be-
No.
Ty will be on the grass.
Jay was probably like, yo, Ty.
Listen.
Hey, yo. So you know
Some people may know
I'm
Sean
doing the
Corey Carter.
concert.
Some people may know Sean Corey Carter. Shout out my brother Vegas Jones, Emily Jones. Okay, go ahead.
So yeah. So those tickets are crazy, but you know what? It's probably one of the most anticipated concerts ever.
Now let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Just because of the response of this, right? Because it's 3 shows.
Yes.
Do you see a tour coming?
I would hope so.
I think so too.
I would hope so.
I think so.
Because, and I'm gonna say this, and the reason why I'm gonna say this because you can't put an age on greatness.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the best hip hop right now is coming out from our old school rappers. Like real talk.
Yeah.
I
They bringing back
listen.
hip-hop.
I got some more artists that I'm saving for next week.
Everybody was like,
That's way older than anybody in this room, but putting out some fire. So the rap game is definitely going to make a pivot because the drill rapping, it's like that's cool, but nah.
favorite rapper of all time.
Greatest God MC, Rakim.
Favorite rapper of all time, Rico.
Tupac, Nas,
What? Just one.
Pac.
Billy.
Ice-T.
Ice-T.
That is so cold that you said that with that hat on, and you said it like
Oh yeah.
Ice-T,
Forever,
huh?
for decades, since the beginning.
You just did something to Zai. Zai.
No, he didn't. But Little Kim, Queen Latifah,
One.
Which
Well, she took
Lil'
Darren,
Kim?
so is that yours?
Yeah, that was my Lil Kim.
Oh.
Which Lil' Kim though?
Which one?
Which Lil' Kim? First two albums Lil' Kim or
all of
third,
them.
fourth? There you
Okay,
go.
I
calm down.
want
You said
stomach
that.
getting pumped, Little Kim.
You said what?
I had to speak up for her on behalf. I was her representation in the lunchroom.
Okay.
Lee. Favorite rapper of all time.
He said he gonna take a sip on that one.
Dead or alive?
It don't matter.
Ooh, that's good. That was a
Well,
good question.
I would have to say, of course, Tupac. But if you're saying alive, Weezy F Baby, Lil Wayne.
Okay.
All right. I can
Okay.
respect that.
I mean, that's my era. I mean, wasn't nobody fucking with him in my era, so I'm just saying.
Okay. That's not mine, but
Who's yours?
oh, Pac for sure.
Melly Mel.
Pac and Dennis
You
Raquel.
know who contacted me? MC Bree's daughter.
There you go.
That's what's up.
She's getting ready to do a reality show,
Mm-hmm.
and she's in Georgia. She's over his estate now. Like, he has some really, like, the catalogs and the stuff she's getting.
MC
It's
Bree,
just-
one of my favorites too.
Like, man, right now she's getting ready to do some things for 810 Day in Flint. So it's really, really cool. I thought that was really cool for her to even contact me. I said, wow.
Right. So I'm gonna do this real quick, just to piggyback on the Pac. Have y'all heard the new J. Cole song, What If? So in What If, he kind of like, it's kind of like an apology from Big to Pac and Pac to Big. And I think it's so dope because the way he written it, and then there was somebody that made an AI video of Biggie and Pac in the video doing the verses and used their voices. It's pretty dope.
I ain't feeling it.
You heard it? You weren't feeling it?
I heard it.
See, a lot of people have been criticizing it because they think
because you can't do them. Like you can't write lyrics for them and then
no.
And then he used their voice too, didn't he?
Well, no, he didn't. He used his on the original song. It's all his voice and saying, "What if they apologize to each other?" But the video you saw, and I know what you're talking about, is
used
somebody
they voice.
made that.
I wasn't feeling
they
it.
AI generated that with Biggie's voice and Pac's voice.
Yeah.
So, but if you listen to the original song, it's all J. Cole.
So
Nah, if it's all,
scary.
nah,
AI is
that's
so
different.
scary.
But
So listen to the original
I
song.
just don't like how they using the AI to simulate people.
They're doing a lot of
That's
that.
scary.
It's
They're
too
doing
much.
They're doing a
That's
lot of
doing
that.
too
They're
much.
doing a lot of that.
Leave them alone.
So also in
I
music
just like when
news-
AI was Allen Iverson.
Okay,
Yeah, right.
me too. But he was
Also in
acting
music
funny,
news,
but-
Brandy was
Okay.
honored with a star on the Walk of Fame.
There you go, Brandy.
So,
Big Brandy.
Yeah. So
Sitting up in
that's
my
dope.
room.
But then there's a lot of other things going on with Ray J and Brandy. You know, of course, supposedly Brandy dated Shine and Mace at the same time. And when they talked about it on Mace's show, Ray J wasn't having that. And when I say he went off, he said a lot of off the wall things, but he's not having that. He went off. So yeah, yeah.
But I mean, how can Ray J go off when you literally...
Have you heard Durant?
Yeah, well, listen.
It's crazy.
At the end
It's-
of the day, he just won a settlement against Kim K and Kris Jenner because of that sex tape.
Yes, he
because they
did.
talked about it
Yes, he
on
did.
Their show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yes, he
and
did.
that was against the breach of contract. So at the end of the day, sir, Brandy ran so that Lori Harvey could run. Brandy was a big old 304. God bless your soul.
Hold on.
Oh wow.
Zai.
Mo to the.
Can I
E
say
to
this?
the. You had all
Thank
the
you.
fine ninjas on your show.
Oh,
Thank you.
wow.
I'm glad you said that because Yeah, Brandy, she dated a lot of cats.
Brandy, you was outside, sis.
A lot of people don't know she also dated Wanye Morris.
She
And
was
that
dating
came
them all.
out that
I
he
ain't
took
mad.
advantage of her due to the age difference. But no, Brandy, when she dated my man from the Phoenix Suns back in the day, after they broke up, she dated one of the other
Brandy
players.
was dating, and Brandy was outside.
She was
the
outside.
boy is mine. Is
She
more
was
than a
outside.
song.
Ray J was out. Yeah, he went to the left with it, but and then I don't know if y'all heard, but just then, they talked about the whole Gucci Man situation, get kidnapped by Pooh Shiesty and his people.
Is that for real though?
No, it's for real.
Yeah.
Like-
it's
Listen, Darren
But
showed
where
me.
they at?
minute.
Where they kidnapped them at? Are they in a
Listen,
cave? Are they on a beach?
He went to the studio to supposedly talk about their contract. They jacked and they robbed him of his money. What's my man, Big 30, whatever his name was, held down the door to make sure nobody get out. And they robbed him, took his Rolex, all his jewelry, some cash. And it just came down, all them about 8 of the 9 people that was involved.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
They
his name is Pooh
they got
Shiesty.
caught and they in trouble.
I mean,
Let's just
how-
say that.
It's
the
kinda
name
like-
alone.
It's like having a friend called Killer
So,
and expecting him not to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Lee looking at it, Lee Master looking at it, he want to say, what you got to say about that, bro?
I mean, it's stupid. I mean, if you're gonna do all of that, you might as well kill the brother, because
And they didn't.
You ain't getting away with that.
They not. That's
Exactly.
that's the most. Listen, went to a studio in Dallas, and they set him up, robbed him, the whole 9 yards. Took.
I bet Gucci was just sitting there chilling, like, go ahead, take it.
He did.
Go ahead.
So Darren showed me a video.
I'll see you later.
That just came out. A Gucci somewhere on the beach with his shirt off, chilling. Like he's like,
You gotta go calm down.
Like
after that type of experience.
No, but he good.
Gucci ain't from the suburbs. Like, and I think that's what people be underestimating people, where you think they've gotten to an echelon and they don't remember. Like,
They even
again,
took his wedding ring.
you get
bro.
to a point, you still got cousins that's with the sugar honey iced tea.
But not even that. Gucci Man really killed somebody before.
Yeah,
In
exactly.
self-defense. And
Exactly.
yeah.
That part.
So,
Yeah,
so,
so it's
so,
kinda
so
like-
I'm just happy Gucci played it. Let him take whatever they gonna
I
take.
mean, you from the streets, you know how to survive.
he got his life.
So Gucci is Gucci.
Yeah,
Okay.
he Gucci.
What else we got?
But them 8 or 9 cats, they in trouble.
Yep.
And that's my music news. I'm gonna sip my tea.
Well, let's send a prayer up for Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
She had a
Yes.
medical emergency the other night.
Yeah.
Hope all is well with her.
Yeah.
Well, she
Uh,
should be having
what
people shooting
happened?
shot in the foot.
And
She
some,
got a really medical emergency. What? Now you got a real medical emergency, girl. Bet it's the guy don't like ugly. Them tables turn, and I ain't talking about a DJ.
She must like Tory.
Yeah.
I don't like nobody. I like the truth.
and
Yeah, because it was some stuff.
shout out, probably one of the most controversial artists of all time,
Who that?
Kanye West. He is in the second night of his 3 sold out night show at SoFi Stadium in
He just punched the
LA.
nerve.
Hey, hey,
You know,
if-
Kanye has seen a lot.
yeah. I mean, if we talk about R. Kelly, we got to talk about Ye. If we sit up here and still
understand
play
that,
Step
but-
in the Name of Love, you still gotta.
No. Listen, I understand all that about Kanye, but when you have like personal run-ins, I've had personal run-ins with Mr. West, and I'm just like, bruh, that it's terrible to me. His whole attitude, just the way
The
he treat
people you met then may not be the people he is now.
Yeah, because he was cool with me. He gave me a pair of shoes. Gave me a pair of Yeezys.
And in my dream, he was cool with me.
I get that.
He was cool.
He was forced to give you a pair of Yeezys.
He wasn't forced.
When I dreamt about him, we was
All
cool.
I'm gonna say is this: my personal run-ins.
R. Kelly was the biggest of all time, but
Yeah.
Love
But
R. Kelly
listen,
still.
yeah,
Why you
I
gotta
get
do
it,
that, R.
but
Kelly?
my
You could've
thing
gave- there was
is,
so many they was giving it to.
but this is my thing with Ye. When you support somebody, I mean, you come out hit the road and we support you and we support you. We get you on these calls and he begging for support and we support you. And we ask for one simple thing, and that's just some drops for the DJs that support you. That's a problem to me.
Yeah.
Because you want to go to the movies? And then you
did.
still don't do the drops, but you still
He wanted extra popcorn.
No, you
Well, it all
you
depends
stay
on
at the
what
station for an extra 15, 20 minutes when you could have did the damn drops.
It all depends on what movie was shown.
No, man. I
Because
don't
baby,
think he
them
made it to
drive-in
my
movies,
point
baby.
is-
I can't wait to get to the
Zah,
drive-in.
point is, I don't
Okay.
think he made it
Okay,
to
we
the
gotta
movie.
wrap it up. We gotta wrap it up.
Turn the radio
Coming up next
on.
on Sweet 1701 is checkout time. And we're gonna have community news you can use on Sweet 1701. Let's go.
Everybody wants to be on Sweet 1701.
Your daddy's here. Are you excited to hear his voice? I know I can't. Ooh,
I came in as soon as I could.
what are you doing here? The nurse said my child's father was here,
I can't let you do this alone.
but you're not even his father.
Because you've been my friend longer than I can remember. If your child Pops ain't gonna be here, then he'll have me.
I'm so sorry.
For what?
Because I lied to you. You didn't even deserve that.
No. You didn't lie to me, all right? I understand, it's okay. But I need to ask you something.
Okay, sure, what?
Who is the father?
Welcome back to Sweet 1701. Zah, what community news you got we can use?
Listen, anybody who has family, loved ones, or children on the spectrum, autism, listen, don't be ashamed. Don't be having your family members in the back acting like they ain't got stuff going on. I am going to be leading this amazing autism walk with my girl, the founder of Autism in the DT Era, Lavin, and I'm so excited because she is building an Inscape. Can you imagine an Inscape gymnasium for children and families to bring their loved ones a safe space where they can bring their children that have special needs and autism? And I think that it's absolutely amazing. It's sensory. It's family friendly. It's sensory friendly. And it's different portions. And so on April 12th, from 12 to 3, I'm going to be leading in the DMC area. I need you all to come register, be a part of my team, okay?
Make sure Rico get that flyer so you put it up.
Yes, Rico, put the flyer right there. Y'all see the flyer Rico just put up there. So be a part of this amazing. This is a great auspicious occasion. DMC is supporting it. The amazing city of Detroit is supporting it. And we need you to support it, my Sweet 1701 family. So if you have loved ones, children in autism or have autism, or you have a loved one with autism, please come on down. And that's from 12 to 3, right in front of the DMC Hospital in Midtown. And then 420 is coming up.
Hey.
Okay, it's coming up. So I'm also hosting a pain management event. It is an ice cream social. So if you are interested in infused
Special
flavors,
ice cream?
yeah,
Special cream.
and okay, because I got special cream.
Oh my God. Oh, this ain't community news.
Okay, because this
Not
ain't
community product.
Okay, because this ain't community product over here. I'm a one woman's man. I mean, a one man's woman. Yeah,
Strike that, reverse it.
You know that.
Smack it up, flip it, rub it
the
down,
pain,
flip.
okay, because okay, pain management because
There
I'm
you
trying
go.
to get some pain. Ice cream social, infused flavors. Sip and shop pop-up shop from 1 to 7 at the Red Rope Social Hall, and that is April 19th. So come on out, and those are some amazing community events, community news that you can use. Autism in the D and pain management on 419.
Okay. Well, any minute, Lee, you're going to hear something, right?
What's that?
And
Oh,
when you hear that, it's checkout time.
oh
We
man.
appreciate you coming by. Okay.
You didn't ask.
Found a new sound effect.
He didn't answer.
Yeah, pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone.
Oh God! Y'all make sure y'all send this episode out to everybody.
This what?
This the one.
This what?
This episode, I done got the dang on DJ Steady syndrome.
Right. So, Lee, before we go,
Talk to me.
we appreciate you coming by.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all for having me. Oh, by the way, this is my birthday month. My birthday is April 22nd.
There you go.
Happy
Birthday.
Happy birthday, my brother.
And I'm a tourist, so don't get it confused.
Okay.
For the
Okay, bull.
what's the other sign?
I'm not saying anything. I don't know.
Right now it's Aries right now.
Aries, nothing against the Aries, but I'm a tourist, April 22nd. So
Come on.
shout
Any
out
big
to the
plans?
tourists.
You got a party coming?
Actually, I was gonna throw a party,
Okay.
but I got so many bookings. I'm actually like kind of like going on a tour this month.
There you go.
I'm gonna be in Chicago, Milwaukee,
Yes.
Little Rock,
Midwest.
Arkansas, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So I got a few places that I'm going this month. So I didn't really have time to plan my birthday party like I did want to. But for my birthday, I am launching my Actor Ready course.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Actor Ready Academy.
Okay.
So again, if you didn't hear before, Actor Ready is an online academy that helps new and aspiring actors build confidence, master
Yes.
self-tapes, land auditions, and secure representation so they can launch their acting career with clarity and confidence. And I will be launching that around my birthday time. So the link, go
Come
ahead and put the
on.
link down here.
There you go, Rico,
Make
with
sure
the
y'all
link.
check that
Yeah,
out.
bro, right now.
And I appreciate all of the love and support. And yeah.
Are you ready for semester 2?
I'm ready for semester 2.
Now tell me about a couple projects you got coming out that's coming out soon that they can check it out. That many, huh?
That many.
I can tell you, I'm not sure when they're dropping,
Okay.
but I do have a project coming soon called Murder Mitten, Curse of the D.
Okay.
That was like my first scary movie thriller, and I actually
Ooh.
play like this villain, this crazy villain character.
Ooh.
Also, I got a movie coming out from Rocky Blacksmith Entertainment. Blacksmith Enterprises.
Okay.
Let me fix that.
Yes.
It's called The Heart of a Woman.
Okay.
Yes.
As well as I have another movie coming out called The Wedding Planner.
Okay.
Ooh.
You working?
Man, it's a few
That's what's
movies
up.
dropping. this month.
BMW, black man
I'm
winning
trying
and
to
working.
remember them because I hate to leave anything out.
But tell them where they can find you at one more time so they can follow up, because I know you're going to promote and market it.
Exactly. Well, you can find me on all social media platforms, Lee Master Spratling. The link is right here. Make sure y'all go follow me on all social media platforms. I will be dropping casting calls for my next film project. I will be dropping tips and notes and things for the Actor Ready program. And yeah, all of the movies that I got coming out, and yeah, just stay tuned.
Let's go. Rico, give me some last words.
I'm just ready to go.
Going
Not-
to Miami.
not home.
Going to
Straight to
Miami.
the point.
So
I'm
Miami.
ready to go too, because my 2-year-old
Travel
baby
week.
missed
Travel
me.
week.
It's travel week.
Going to Miami for like 4 or 5 days. Then I'm going to New York.
Of course you are.
Then I'm coming back here to record Sweet 1701.
There you go. Billy, last words.
He is risen. Happy Easter.
Amen.
That's beautiful, Billy. Hallelujah.
Zah.
420 God.
Happy birthday, Billy.
Thank you.
You bring us so many amazing drinks and we love them. My final words is I'm grateful that my gift made room for me and brought me before great people.
Amen.
And I look forward to where God is getting ready to take me.
Darren, last words.
So one of my favorite cartoons of all time is the Boondocks.
Hey, that's my favorite.
And in an episode,
I'm scared of where this is about to go. Go ahead.
but when Granddad lost his best buddies in the army, it was at a funeral, and he asked one of his grandkids, Huey, to deliver something deep. So this is what Huey said. Your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding. It is the bitter potion by which the physician within you heals your sick self. Therefore, trust the physician and drink his remedy in silence and tranquility.
All right.
I feel like she needed to be in a tub like Rev Run with a glass of champagne and her hair wrapped
No,
up
that
in a
episode,
towel.
that episode was actually dope. I saw.
was
I'm a
deep.
big Boondocks fan, so yeah,
Lee
I love
Master.
Yes, sir.
Last words.
Just don't wait to pursue your dreams. Anything you want to do, I would say act now, and it's not hard. Just start somewhere. You don't got to be perfect. Just get to work. Stop procrastinating. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. Procrastination will kill every dream. And shout out to my beautiful kids, LJ, Miley, Haley, and my beautiful wife. And I'm a mama's boy, so I got to shout out my mom.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Definitely.
Nothing wrong. Steady Rock.
I just want to say, man, no matter what we going through, because every day is a challenge, just trust in God. I said, just trust in God and pray.
Amen.
Amen.
Know the difference from being checked on to being called on. A lot of us get called on more than we get checked on. And I pray that everybody understands what this part, if you do celebrate this part of this season, what it means. It means resurrection. It means that he lives. And I pray that we all continue to grow and go on our journey, whatever the journey is. And I pray that you get checked on more than you get called on, because there's a big difference in that.
Yeah.
And I hope all roads lead us back here to the next episode of Sweet 1701. Steady Rock, take us out.
Everybody wants to be on Sweet 1701, 01, 01. What up, yo, Detroit, what's new? Sweet 17.